told you that the new meta in Warzone 2 is the old meta? RPK and the Fennec ran rampant for months when Warzone 2 was released. What if I told you that they're back? Warzone 2's most commonly used meta, literally upon release in November, all the way until March, quite possibly could be back and meta again. And that's primarily due to an update that was released on August 17th, which actually had some really big changes to it. Two most importantly being that it nerfed the primary long-range meta that a lot of people were using, as well as buffed a lot of other guns, kind of spicing up that meta conversation. So what I'm doing is I'm in a solo trio game, Han Vandel. I'm gonna pick up these two guns and kind of see, are they good or not? I can already tell you, I've seen the numbers. The guns are pretty good. Now, just a heads up, not a lot of people know about this. You come over here and hit this hidden cache, generally get a kill streak and some decent amount of money. Not too shabby tip, not too shabby tip.
That's what she said.
And here we have it, the RPK back in the flesh, as well as the Fennec. Both looking pretty clean. But it doesn't matter how these things look. Obviously, it matters how these things shoot. So we gotta put them to the test. Oh, boy. Yeah, okay. Pretty straight right there.
Gives that guy a map.
Thanks for the camera, brother. His teammate's above. So the RPK and the Fennec, they're still kind of hitting a little bit. His teammate's close. I don't know what these guys are doing right now. I don't know what these guys are doing right now. All in a different team? Oh my gosh. We'll be showing the builds of these guns because they're not actually the same as they were in Season 1 after the gameplay, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Now, you might be asking yourself, why the heck is this guy choosing to revisit the literal first meta that was ever in Warzone 2? And there's two specific reasons for that. The first, as I already stated earlier, the TAC-V, the primary long-range meta that a lot of people were using, caught a pretty significant buff, removing it kind of from that meta conversation. Try this again. There we go. Woo! Well, the TAC-V catching this nerf specifically, you compare it to something like the RPK actually kills faster than this, as well as a lot of other people's favorite long-range AR, the Cronin. There's players up here right now again. Oh god, dive. Nice. He was lost. Oh, we're frying right now. We got 11 already? There's a whole team of gamers just behind me, just stacking up. These guys are looking at me. This ain't great. This ain't great. There's one. This guy's sniping behind me, bro. He's too afraid to pull the trigger. Oh, catch those bullets, brother. Where's the sniper at? Should have pulled the trigger when you had the chance, bro. Imagine he just hits like a no-scope right there or something. And now the second biggest reason that we chose to choose these guns, chose to choose, is that a thing? Was because the Fennec actually caught a buff in the August 17th update with these specific changes to the Fennec. Kind of float and see what's going on though. We got a guy right here. Just laying right on top of him. He needs a brand new headset, that is for sure. I'm gonna need you guys to drop a like and a sub for this gamer right here. Oh my goodness, what's going on with his eyes? So we can help Mans get a brand new headset, because I dropped it on top of him and he had no clue. Guys dropping over here. There's one. You're a guy in here, right? Oh, there's a guy up there. Oh my gosh, does this guy just hate his life? What are we doing? This is, oh my god, this is a lobby and a half right now. Holy crap! Oh, Chase, hit your shots, hit your shots, hit your shots, hit your shots. His teammates up here. That guy, okay, that guy's name. What are we talking about for real? Now, what made the RPK so good when it was the clear meta back in Season 1, and like I said, all the way until Season 2.5, like March, the fact that it moved like an AR, but it hit like an LMG. So you had a gun literally that would hit as hard as an LMG would. They had the TTK that no other AR or long-range gun could compete with. But meanwhile, its movement was actually pretty darn good. All right, we're endgame now. And the Fennec was actually the fastest moving SMG, but similar to the RPK, there was no other SMG that literally could compete with its TTK. Oh my god, there's 3 of them up there. I'll play this a little differently. I'll rotate. I'm gonna try to get control of top stadium while I can. This is gonna be a really good spot if I can claim it for my own. That guy drops behind me. The guy to my right looking at me right now. Survived his teammate. I'm gonna check. Take a. Oh, I see a player. Nice. Nice. That was that other team. Okay. 6 teams up. Once again, interesting name for that guy. Oh, God. Oh, God. Nice. Okay, I think there's definitely more than 2 guys up here. Yep. Nice. Couple more for the 30 bomb. Can we do it? That guy's so weak. I think there's any way anyone makes a gas play on us so we can kind of over peak this. It is 2v1v1. I get active now that they're fighting. Woo! GG! Now to build the Fennec, we want something that's gonna have great mobility and have limited recoil because it shoots so fast and it has a recoil pattern that does go straight up into the air, but it can be pretty intense if you don't have the correct build for it. So to start, we're gonna use the FTAC Tiger Grip. That's gonna help with our recoil stabilization. I'm gonna throw on the VLK laser for sprint to fire ADS as well as to help with a little bit with the aiming stability. Primary stock that a lot of people are gonna use the FTAC Loctite, and this is for speed. This is gonna increase your sprint speed as well as your ADS speed. If you're a rat, you might care about the crouch movement speed, but you know, to each his own. And then we also use the Fennec Rubber Grip. This is gonna help with your sprint to fire as well as ADS. And then you obviously need this thing to have some bullets, so we throw in the 45 round mag. Now to tune this thing, I tune the underbarrel for aim walking speed as well as recoil stabilization. Tune the laser for aim down sight speed as well as sprint to fire speed. Tune the stock for aim walking speed as well as ADS. And then I tune the rear grip for sprint to fire as well as ADS. Now for the RPK, you might see a couple of different builds for this gun actually. Best one that I found is I use the TYLR8 as the muzzle. This is the one difference a bunch of other players use. I've seen them use this muzzle, but I've also seen them use a silencer. What I like about this muzzle is that the RPK does have a little bit of horizontal recoil. So if you want that straight vertical recoil pattern and for less bounce, this is going to be the best available muzzle for you to use. Use the FTAC Ripper for our underbarrel for recoil control. And I throw in high velocity rounds because it already has a 75 round base mag. You kind of have freedom to throw another attachment on. The high velocity obviously increases your bullet velocity. With something like this gun where you want to be able to hit those shots long distance and have kind of like that almost hit scan slight effect, this is going to help with that. And then we throw in a rear grip. We use something for recoil control just to help with our recoil overall, the Demo X2 grip. And then the optics kind of your choice. I've seen people use the Cronin Mini Dot Pro, which is obviously that square blue dot. I still think I really like the AMOP with this guy, so I use that one. And to tune this thing, we tune the muzzle for recoil control as well as recoil stabilization. Tune the underbarrel for aiming idle stability as well as recoil stabilization. Velocity rounds for recoil and recoil. Rear grip for aiming idle stability as well as recoil steadiness. And then I tune my AR optics for far and I tune it for ADS speed. If you guys are new, make sure to leave a like and a sub and let me know what you guys want to see next. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.